Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, we're going to do the Celtic cross again. I kind of like that one. All right, we have the current situation. We have the moon, which can also represent Pisces. And what's crossing that is the Nine of Cups. All right. What do you need to focus on? Death card. Scorpio. All right. Your past, or what are you leaving? Your past. All right. Your strengths. Near future. Oh, I love that. 10 of Cups. We like that in the near future. Advice. Environment. Hopes and fears. Potential outcome. 9 of Swords. I feel like the 9 of Swords is like the potential outcome is that this can go either way, right? Because obviously you're struggling with your 9 of Cups, that there's something that it could be your emotions or your feelings, or I feel like it's something that you really wanted to have happen that doesn't happen, right? Something, a goal. I feel like it's this feeling of accomplishment that's not coming through. So it could go two ways. And I feel like 9 of Swords is what you need to look at and you need to be aware of. That if you don't pull yourself out of this frustration and this energy, right? That if you don't recognize this death card, that you're holding on to something that is preventing you from progress. That if you don't do that, that you can be stuck in this 9 of Swords energy. But you can take charge of the situation, right? How do you change that situation? It's not that this is written in stone. This is something for you to be aware of. All right, so we have the current situation, like I feel you're cloudy, I feel you're moody, I feel that you're unclear, that, it's that moon energy. That deception, right? That you're feeling fooled, that you're unclear. What else do we have going on here? Could have to do with money. It could be a job. I feel like it could have to do with that frustration, is that maybe there was a job or there was a position, or it has to do with money, or you started a new business and you're like, okay, like you're unclear about that you were thinking that it was going to be better than it was, or you want to start this business, or you're not having that confidence. Are you having that self-doubt about this Ace of Pentacles, right? Are you having that self-doubt? So self-doubt can stop us from a lot of things, right? It can stop us from a lot of our goals. It can stop us from our 9 of Cups. If we get ourselves into that energy of the 9 of Cups. What do you need to focus on, this death card? What are you holding on to? Is it the self-doubt? Why do you have the self-doubt? What are you holding on to? That change wants to come in for you, but I almost feel like you're stopping it yourself. Look at that. We have the 8 of Wands that's shooting right towards the death card. Is what other people have to say, are they affecting you? Are you worried about the people that are around you? Are you worried about, like, if you try something and it doesn't work out, that are you worried about what other people are going to say? And is that what's stopping you? Yeah. What's important to you? What's important to you? The only opinion that matters is your own. Because if you surround yourself with people that are going to be negative towards you or not supportive to you, then are those the type of people that you really want to have in your life? Like, does that need to be reassessed? What do you need to focus on? You need to focus on what is important to you, right? Facing yourself. What is your Nine of Pentacles? What's important to you? What do you want to have happen? Don't worry about what other people have to say. What's holding you back, asking yourself that question. All right, your past, or what are you leaving? Definitely. Okay, Eight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Ooh, I like that. Leaving the Moon, right? Leaving that uncertainty. Could be leaving Pisces. It could be those past times when you tried, right? When you tried to reach out, when you tried to do things, when you tried to attempt things and they failed. So you're kind of almost saying, okay, well, I failed last time, so I'm going to fail this time. I tried to do this before and it didn't work out. But you also have to look at, okay, maybe then you weren't ready for that situation. Maybe you weren't ready for that relationship. Maybe you weren't ready for that, whatever it is that you feel. Could have to be that career. Maybe it could be that job. Maybe you didn't know enough about the position, or you didn't know enough about starting a business, or you hadn't researched things enough, or you hadn't learned things enough, right? Because is that Nine of Cups connected to the Ace of Pentacles? So is it that job or that career or that business? And maybe you tried something in the past and it didn't work out. And maybe that's what you're holding on to, and you're saying, well, it didn't work before, so why should it work now? But if that's the energy that you're putting yourself into, you're already setting yourself up for failure. And as I said before, is that you have to set yourself up for success. So how do you turn that around? You say, well, back then I hadn't learned enough, or I hadn't researched enough, or I hadn't put enough effort into it, or I wasn't ready at that time to dedicate all of my time and effort towards that, right? That I wasn't as motivated as I am now. All right, so your strengths, we have the King of Cups, and I kind of feel like that's kind of being able to let things go and kind of let things roll off your back, standing up for yourself. Death card. So we have the Death card. So we have the Moon twice, and we have the Death card twice. So Pisces and Scorpio twice. Could be people that are around you, energies that are around you. Strengths. I feel like when you're ready to let something go, you're able to let it go. I feel like when you're ready to make change, that you're all in. I feel like when you see what it is that you're doing, and you see what it is that you have to accomplish, let go of, or work towards, I feel like it kind of makes sense, and that you're able to deal with that, and you're able to let it go. All right. Near future, I love it. The 10 of Cups. Oh, look at this happiness. I love it. 10 of Cups, right? That's what wants to come in for you, the near future. That's what's headed into you. And why is that? Because you're dealing with these death cards. You're dealing with those insecurities, that you're letting go of what you need to let go of those past failures, or those past feelings of things not working out, and you're letting go of this Moon card. And why is that? So you're changing, the energy is changing for you for something that is lighter, because you're seeing that this is what's holding you back. The advice, I feel like it's focus on those things that you have right now, those accomplishments. Focus on all of your accomplishments. Don't focus on your failures. Don't look at all of the times that things didn't work out, whether they're relationships, jobs, whatever this has to relate to, is to focus on the positive things. Focus on everything that you have. Focus on those relationships that are supportive, that make you feel good. Those partnerships, those people that you have that are there to support you. You need to focus on the positive, right? You need to focus on loving yourself. I feel like it's boosting yourself up, right? And motivating yourself, and being your own cheerleader. All right, the environment. I feel like the environment is winning. That's what just came to mind. The environment is winning. The environment is aces, new energy, new starts. It's getting back to what makes you happy. It's getting back to, so we have the Ace of Pentacles twice too. So we kind of have repeating energies here. But I feel like it's, the environment is that you can do it, that you're strong, just like this stag here, and that you're powerful, and that you can make anything happen that you put your mind to. Your hopes and fears, okay, definitely. Your hopes and fears are, definitely your hopes are the Ace of Wands, but your fear is the Ace of Wands. And that's what I said, is to be aware of that Nine of Swords, is how do you look at that? What is your perception? How do you deal with this? It's your whole attitude, your whole mood, your whole mode that you put yourself in. Your hopes are that, yeah, I want a new beginning. I want to take actions. I want things to happen. I want this Ace of Pentacles to happen, but I also have this fear of what if it doesn't happen, right? So I feel like that it's kind of twofold there. It's those emotions and feelings that you have with that, that Ace of Wands. And then the potential outcome. I feel like it's look at that. I feel like it's that. It's like kind of seeing, okay, yeah, I worry and I stress, and then I put myself in that energy of the Nine of Swords, and I stress about things that I can't control, but I need to see that, okay, just take the positive, right? I need to focus on this, which are those 5 swords that he has in his hand, and then walk away from the 2 swords, which I feel represents the Nine of Swords. Being aware of is that a pattern that you've done, and being aware of, okay, I'm putting myself in this energy and I have to remove myself from this energy. Being aware of, okay, yeah, like I'm holding myself back, that I'm going back over to this, but I need to pull myself out of that. Being aware of your own patterns and habits, and how can you change those, right? How can you change those? How can you turn that around? How can you stop those patterns that are negative, that are in that Nine of Swords energy? We have regeneration, rebuilding yourself, definitely. That's what I said, is being aware of those negative patterns that you've created for yourself, that you kind of subconsciously fall into, that you need to remove yourself from those. All right, let's get an energy oracle. We have the World. The world is yours. The opportunity is yours. Regeneration, to go after the world, to make things happen. To not limit yourself. Don't put limits on it. Don't put limits on yourself. Healing, restoring hope. All right, restoring hope, restoring that Nine of Cups. Like, you have the power to restore that Nine of Cups. You're doubting it, but you have the power to restore it. So it's up to you. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.